to the show. Sophisticated Ignorance. Chris and Corey. Let's go. Sit back, vibe, have a drink. We're about to get into it. You know what I'm saying? Whole lot of laughs and a whole lot of ignorance, man. This one for the culture. So tap in, vibe out, grab a seat, you know what I'm saying? Make sure your house nice and clean, burn a candle. We're about to get into it. Yeah. Sophisticated Ignorance.
Yo, we back.
What's going on? Welcome back. Yo. Yes, sir. We back in the building once again. Y'all know how it goes. Another episode of Sophisticated Ignorance. I'm one half of your host tonight. My name is Chris.
Well, one fourth,
but one half for tonight because it was me and my dog JJ in the building holding it down for them stragglers. Cliff and Corey Mac, but it's big things popping, so we got to keep the show rolling.
Exactly,
hold it down for the fellas, man. So if y'all don't know, we miss y'all boys. Hope y'all doing straight. And yeah, we gonna keep it rolling, man. So as y'all know, it's been a week or so since our last drop, but in the meantime, in between time we had Thanksgiving break, so we could go ahead and just start there and recap. I'm going to go ahead and start first because I got to get this off my chest. I feel like, I don't know if it was because of the pandemic, but it didn't feel like Thanksgiving to me at all. I was with family, normal stuff. It just didn't seem the same. Like nobody posted plates.
The energy
was different.
There.
Even on social, I don't know if it was just me, but I wasn't like looking for it. But usually you can scroll a good 3-4 minutes and see nothing but plates on your timeline.
Yeah,
it was none of that this time.
No rentable type of foolishness.
I saw that. The boyfriend, the tier went up though. Like Fat Joe said, yesterday's price is not today's price.
Oh,
hey, the price went up. They got a 100 tier, 200, and the 400 tier where they proposed. That was kind of dope.
Oh wow.
Yeah, you get a proposal now, and they get I love yous on there too.
For real,
it's a big. It done went up from the $50 and $40 price range.
Oh yeah,
but man, it just didn't feel like Thanksgiving.
That pandemic
prices.
Yeah,
I don't know, man. It just didn't feel like Thanksgiving at all. It just seemed like it came by and went, like it was just another day. Hopefully, really Christmas don't feel like that, man, because them breaks be needed when you got a job. You got
very
kids,
much so.
It's a nut. But how was your Thanksgiving, man?
It was bittersweet. My mom wasn't there, and
Rest
like
in peace, mama.
Millie D, love you. So it was bittersweet. Because everything that I was doing, she would be in the kitchen doing. I'd be talking trash.
So what you're saying is you cooked in her memory.
Yeah.
That's why that cake looked like that.
Yeah.
I bet you that thing was busting. For y'all who don't know, this man right here is certified 5-star dessert chef. He's trying to hide it. But if you can see, my dog is sharp. With the turtleneck and the suit, I can't top him. I got my hair down today because it's a bad hair day. LOL. Pause if you got to say that. But you look nice, man. I know having a missed family member during the holidays is never easy, but I feel like you held it down and you did what you had to do. And I already told you on the list for Christmas, so I need me a red velvet cake.
I got you, bro. I got you with the red velvet cake. Your food is good when your neighbor comes and hunts you down. Because I went to go drop off a red velvet cake to Miss Lucy.
Shout out Miss Lucy.
By the time I was able to get back in the yard, my neighbor, she was like, JJ, I want some more of them greens. And when you gonna cut that cake again? So it was one of them things. So I felt like I did good. Anytime you get your neighbor, a black old neighbor, to wait on you to get some greens.
Oh yeah. You sharing secrets about?
Yeah, I share.
Okay. It don't even have to be a secret, but you don't have to tell us all what you put in there. But go ahead and give me a breakdown. Let's see if I can compare.
The greens or what you want to?
What's your ingredients? What you throw it in there?
All right, so
ham hocks, neck bones, turkey necks. What you use?
All right,
do you put meat in it?
Yeah, I put meat in there.
Okay.
So I use
Sorry to the vegans out there.
Smoked turkey.
Okay.
Use smoked turkey. 3 cups of chicken broth, some crushed red peppers, some garlic. I cut up an onion, and I use vinegar. And that's pretty much it.
Vinegar just to cut the tartness, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
You can actually put a little bit of sugar in there.
I've heard that too. I've always used vinegar. I never used sugar because I was scared I'd mess it up.
Yeah, with sugar, you want to if you're using sugar, your vinegar to sugar ratio has to be on point.
That's what I'm afraid of. Because I learned by watching my mom do it, but I never really got behind her and was like, oh, what's this? How much? I just visually watched her, and so I just copied what I saw. Mine don't come out too bad. I'm not a pro or nothing, but I use the same thing. I use neck bones in mine though.
Oh, okay.
Just because that's how she did it. And that's
yeah,
what
exactly.
But Hey man, greens. I feel like if you don't do the greens right, you can ruin a whole dinner, man.
The greens and the macaroni and cheese.
Bruh.
If that's not done right,
Nobody cares
cancel
about
it.
nothing else
At all. We don't care
Nobody. I'm not a big turkey person
at all.
unless it's like a deep fried turkey. I just think it's always dry. No matter how you make turkey, it's always dry.
Yeah.
I like the deli slices on my sandwiches if I eat one, but the whole turkey thing to me, it's a little played out. I just don't care for it. I told my wife next year I'm skipping Thanksgiving. Like it's no point. I've been doing the same thing for 30 years.
Exactly. Unless
What
you
are
got
we
the
missing?
turkey and because I don't eat pork anymore. So
Yeah.
unless you have the turkey and the ham, because I remember one year we had turkey, ham, and duck.
I've had that spread before. The duck is different. It's different, boy.
Because how I cut up an onion and a bell pepper and I put it in there, and I use Leg's Old Plantation sausage seasoning, accent seasoning, salt and pepper, and I cook the duck till it's baked crispy. Because I use a drip tray to strainer.
Yeah, because it can get a little greasy if you don't cook it right.
You don't cook it as oily.
But duck is good though for those who never had it. It's pretty good. It's worth a try. But yeah, man, I feel like I'm just not gonna participate. Listen, like I just don't feel like it's a point. I'm sorry. Plus, if we want to get deep into the history of it, it's really awkward celebrating the holiday
of massacre
of a genocide.
Yeah,
and
massacre.
then the next day is Indigenous Peoples Day. Like the federal government, y'all shout out for that. I know y'all don't care, but it's weird. But yeah, Thanksgiving was Thursday, Friday, Black Friday. I work.
All right.
You know, I work at the outlet on the weekends. It's just a little side hustle, just because I like to. It's a good way to get out the house, and extra money is never bad.
Exactly.
But man, this is a PSA for all y'all people who come out and go to shops on Black Friday. Y'all gotta relax, bro.
Chill, cause
y'all gotta chill. You're not missing anything. You can do the same thing.
Those deals aren't that good,
bro. We didn't even have a deal. We had 50% off of clearance. That's every day.
And you can get all that stuff on Cyber Monday actually cheaper. It's
I was just about to say,
a little bit longer to get to you.
Anything you can do that you need to stand in line for in today's society, you can be done from a phone. There's no need to come at 7 o'clock in the morning and stand in line to complain because you can't get in because there's too many people. Like, bro, I love working the door.
And then it's COVID going on.
Them people in the county that this outlet is, they don't care about that. They do not care. What's the little meme going on? We do not. They don't care. No mask. They don't care, bro. They coming because, and I get it. People been in the house over a year. They tired. They got excess
crazy
money. It's cabin fever. It's only so much you can take in the house, and I think it's starting to hit me too. But I'm not going to go stand in line and complain that I'm standing in line when I could have stayed my ass in the house.
Because again, like how you said, let's reiterate, people. You can do
everything from a phone. Like, it was a lady in line. I was like, sir, do you see how many people in line? You gonna let somebody in? I'm like, ma'am, there's nowhere for you to go. Like, literally, our line was from the door. And granted, maximum capacity is 300 people in the store, if I'm not mistaken. When the COVID first hit, the rules sent from corporate were 10% capacity. What does that mean? 30 people, right? Not even including the employees.
Yeah.
So if the store got 10, let's say we got 10 employees just to keep it safe. That's already 20 people that can only come in the store. But we got 50 people in the store. The line is literally from the cash register all the way through the back aisle to the back by the door we got to walk in and out of, down the other side. So there's nowhere for you to go.
Population control.
Literally, there's nowhere for you to go, and you complaining. And I'm like, you tell me where you want to go, man. I was like, you know you don't have to stand here. She got pissy and walked off, and I was like,
thank you.
Person. I was like, thank you.
You took my advice.
So it's just funny, man. People get nuts, dog, but it was not even a sale. A lot of people were asking me, they was like, y'all have some kind of special sale going on? I was like, no, it's just 50% off the clearance. And they was they was confused. She was like, so no regular stuff.
No.
I was like, nope.
No, baby.
No discounted. It's just clearance.
A lot of times people fail to realize if you come out of season to buy things, that's when you get the sales or the discounts.
Now, I get it. Foreigners who traveling, y'all do what you do. You got your suitcases. I understand. Y'all not from here. You could be taking. I got a lot of people that don't take boxes because they take shoes to the less fortunate kids in the community back home. I completely understand that. I don't have no problem. They don't give me no issue. They just want to know what sizes they need because they're not from our country. So they ask me for the conversion. Yeah, that's simple. But Americans, we gotta do better, bro. We look nuts. That's
what it is, we have no problem with consumption, but we have problems with production or moderation.
Yeah.
For us,
everything's wasteful.
Yeah.
All wasteful. Bro, I was cleaning out my closet. I'm like, why do I got all this shit?
Why do I have so many pairs of shoes?
Bro. All right,
Because
I'm gonna stop you right there. I can't control that.
No,
Nah,
but
I'm messing with you. I'm messing with
I've had to give him away his pair of shoes, but I
I've had to,
understand.
too.
I understand why. Because for me, when you grow up with rats and roaches in your house,
Yeah.
and you get to the point where you can have certain things, the niceties,
you don't know how you become gluttonous.
yes,
And it's like you said, when you're not able to achieve or grab something, when you're able to, it's almost like the floodgates open.
It's a quote by Ida B. Wells: "The appetite grows for what it feeds on." And so, if you pump this into your body, you're going to want it.
I like you, bro. You know the first time I wanted a pair of Air Force Ones
When
I heard Nelly Air Force One song. I didn't even know what they were before I heard that.
I wanted a pair of Air Force Ones, and I actually ended up as a kid getting some Deltas thanks to Lily. My best friend growing up as a kid, he gave me his Air Force Deltas.
That's what started me.
Air Force 2s, matter of fact, the Air Force 2s Delta. But Air Force 1s was a big thing with us when we were kids. Jordans,
Bro, the
and
market
Reeboks.
didn't work.
Yeah,
I wore Reeboks because of Allen Iverson.
very much so.
I had cornrows because of Allen Iverson. I wore a sleeve because of Allen Iverson.
We
I
wanted to play basketball,
or rap. That's the only thing that was marketed to us.
and that's
And
the
it
cool
worked.
thing about
But
it.
it
It was the
worked.
year of the athlete.
It
If
worked.
had they marketed neuroscience,
I'd have been
psychology,
Yeah.
we would have wanted to be that.
Marketing is crazy. I feel like every 10 years is a new experiment.
All right, well, who means more to you since we're talking about marketing? Barack Obama or Lamar Burton?
LeVar Burton?
Yeah.
Oh, LeVar Burton?
Yeah,
I
me
grew
too.
up on Reading Rainbow.
Exactly.
That's what I grew up on. Even him on Star Trek. with the
Exactly.
glasses. That was like the first black superhero.
What
Besides, what's his name? I know we just talking, but it's a podcast.
That's
what's
what
his
we're
name?
supposed to do.
Meteor Man.
Yeah, Meteor
Remember?
Man.
Yeah. That was my
Robert
dude.
Townsend, Meteor Man was dope.
What was the name of the little arch enemies? And we aging ourselves. For y'all who don't know what Meteor
Meteor
Man
Man
is,
is.
go Google it.
Hey, and Bill Cosby was in Meteor Man. He
man.
was the
He was
man
the
that
homeless
helped.
dude, right?
Yeah,
Who
who
held the
held
dog.
camp.
Yeah.
He had the canister with the
the-
power in
yeah,
it,
yeah, yeah.
and he got it back from him when he needed it.
What was the people with the gold hair who he had to fight?
And like he
Look like
touched
Tiger and all them.
and dude touched the power, and he went doing the Vogue.
I
Remember
can't
that?
think of their names, man. It was like the Gold Gang or something. They all had gold hair.
Let's Google it.
I gotta. All right, now, yeah. Let's Google it. I gotta figure that out because that was a good movie, man. I like going back in time and watching old nostalgia like that. But yeah, man, that was just it, bro. That was my weekend. Actually, it wasn't. That was just Friday, but it was nuts. Saturday, I just relaxed. I went to see my mom Saturday, and then yesterday, which was Sunday, I didn't do much, man. I just
Laura Anthony Byers.
That was the name of the game.
They gave me just the villain's name.
Dang. I know they had like some weird name like the Gold Gang or something like that. It had to be. If anybody knows what we're talking about, because we can't find it, please
Drop it in the comments.
comments, man. Because Meteor Man was a classic.
Yeah, it is.
It is a classic. I'm not
'Cause
gonna say was.
Oh snap! Don Cheadle was in that movie.
He was?
Yeah,
He was one of the gold members.
and Big Daddy Kane was too.
Okay. See, look, you learn something new every day. That's nuts. I didn't
And
know Don Cheadle
Debo,
was
I
in
remember Debo being in there.
it. Boy, that was R.I.P.
Zeus.
Debo.
Sonny Liston.
Oh man, it's been nuts though, man. Yeah, it was a weird holiday for me. It was relaxing. I did not want to go back to work, but you know how that is.
Yeah, you gotta get on the grind.
Definitely. But yeah, man, I'm charging you for one of them cakes. It's already written. So
How you charging me for one of the cakes?
I'm charging you to make the cake.
Oh, okay.
Meaning I meant to say I'm putting you in charge of making the cake. For
Gotcha,
me, and
gotcha.
you know what I mean.
Gotcha.
Regardless, I need a cake,
Gotcha.
and it better be good. I
It
know
will
you
be.
live.
Trust me. If you get like an old black woman to say you put your ankle in it,
Oh man,
because you know old black people gonna let you know. They gonna tell baby.
either you gonna see it in the trash,
yeah.
or you gonna get. I had to,
Yeah, baby, it wasn't as moist as I'd have liked.
At least they tell you.
You could have put some more nuts in the batter. What you doing?
Yeah, man. You definitely got to do. You got to make sure you come correct when you got an old taste tester.
Yeah.
You'll get your heart broken quick.
Anybody 50 and up, boy, they will let you know.
Oh yeah, they got the recipe for success for that. But yeah, man. All in all, and I forgot the week before. Shout out to Corey Mack, who's not here. Obviously, we had a bigger than you. Our first annual turkey drive was a success, man. So let's go ahead and give us applause for that. And I should say us, I mean, because we are a part of that foundation.
Round of applause.
Definitely, man. That was just the first one, man. We had overfed or successfully gave to over 100 families. We had plenty of turkeys, plenty of sides and main course items to go with that. It was pretty dope, man. If you
I
guys
enjoyed
haven't
my
checked
time
it
there.
out, yeah. The little promo video Corey put out was pretty dope, man. So he's doing this thing, and we definitely got more to come. I don't have the flyer in front of me, but I want to say the coat and sock drive.
Yeah, it
started December 11th, right?
Yes.
We are taking donations now, I believe, for that stuff. I will post a flyer in the comment, not in the comments. I'll post a link to the flyer in the description section, so anybody watching this can check out what we're talking about. And matter of fact, I might just put it in the video right here somewhere.
Yep, from November the 29th until December the 9th.
Yeah, okay, cool. Thank you for pulling that up for me, Stat Man. But anyway, let's go ahead and jump into the show, man. That was our last couple weekend wrap-ups. Again, shout out to Corey and Bigger Than You, because it's definitely some dope stuff coming. January is going to really, really get the ball rolling. I believe we're in the MLK parade, and there's also something else coming. I ain't going to say what it is just yet because I don't have all the specifics.
Stay tuned.
Yeah, stay tuned. Yeah, shout out to Corey, man. It's a big thing's coming, really serving the kids in the community, which is something I think we all probably could have used growing up, even though we didn't turn out bad. But if you had a little more direction, you might have had a little, I know for me, I might have had a little more confidence in trying to do stuff, and I could have been maybe more successful than I am. But nonetheless, we're going to go ahead and kick off the show, unfortunately, with some sad news. If you've been under a rock lately, you probably don't know what we're talking about, but hopefully you do. Unfortunately, rapper from Memphis,
Young Dolph,
popularly known, Young Dolph, was murdered trying to go get his mama some cookies, man. It's sad because he was one of them ones that people looked at kind of like I'm going to put him in the same vein as Nipsey because he did a lot of stuff for the community people might have not known. And, you know, it's unfortunate that allegedly a black person killed him over something that was probably stupid.
Yeah, something that's super petty.
I don't think the motive has been released yet, but I definitely know Memphis is a city that rode for Dolph because I saw the comedian who was kind of like making a joke about it.
And I heard he got killed.
They took him out quick, not to joke about it, but who said it? Shouldn't have been talking shit. Was it Cat Williams who said it?
Yeah.
It's nuts, man. Like, you know, unfortunately.
Sometimes keep your mouth shut.
Yeah, it's better to say left, just be quiet. Your mom always told you if you ain't got nothing nice to say, don't say
nothing at all.
So it's unfortunate that it's murder, but, you know, it's just, it's senseless, honestly. Like,
because you took somebody who was providing not only for his family,
not was a father or husband, but the community he grew up in.
Exactly.
And the thing that pisses me off about it the most is like when this stuff happens, it's almost like, you know, if y'all been following the show, fans of the show, been listening to the show, if this your first time listening or your last time, we appreciate you. But y'all know I'm a conspiracy theorist. Mm-hmm. So in this frame of mind is how I always think about these situations. Same thing with Nipsey. People doing good for the community they grew up in. And then once they get to a certain level where they're doing too much good, they get removed. If I'm a kid coming up under that and I make it successfully and I got plans to do stuff that are big in my community, why would I want to stay and do that?
Yeah, because that shows you, hey, my community doesn't love me.
Mm-hmm. Or
and another thing with that is like you got all that energy, but George Zimmerman's still around here walking around.
What Jay-Z said, y'all killed X and Zimmerman free. Streets is done. He said that when the X got killed. George Zimmerman, Kyle Rittenhouse still walking around.
Yeah.
Casey Anthony's still alive somewhere. She hiding, but she's still alive.
And she killed her baby.
No, she murdered her baby. The killed would be hitting in a car accident. She murdered that baby.
So
but y'all know, you know, I don't want to get out too far off from the reason I brought this topic up. I just want to say R.I.P. Dolph. You know, rest in peace. Hopefully your family and your loved ones are in good spirits, as good as they can be. You know, like we just got finished talking about the holiday season, and then, you know, something like that happens. I'm glad his artists still did their turkey drive, you know,
and kept his memory alive and what he would do,
planning to do anyway. It's unfortunate, man. I hope it wasn't like some rapper trying to get clout.
I just hope it's not a thing between him and another rapper.
Yeah, that's what I thought first. I don't want to speak on that and put it out there, but it didn't seem that way.
Yeah,
because I felt like they stuff was kind of behind them.
Because he already had got shot behind them.
Shot at. You know.
No, he got shot.
Oh, really?
Yeah, they shot him. He was in the hospital. He got shot 6 times.
I remember he got hit in the car when they tried to take him out, but his car was bulletproof.
Yeah, they shot up the car, but he got shot.
Damn, I didn't
Young
know
Dolph
that.
got shot.
I didn't know that. Okay.
And it was by an associate of that person.
Got you. That's what I figured this might have been. But I was like, I don't think he would do that, being that he got so much success for his label.
Memphis is a different type of animal.
You're absolutely right.
Memphis is a different type of animal.
Optimistically, I was like, maybe that's not the case. And seeing as how he pushed his, was it him or Boosie who pushed the album back? It might have been Boosie who pushed his album back out of respect for that. So I may be thinking about maybe crossing lines, but the person that we are talking about, I don't think it was him.
Yeah, I think it was Boosie and Drake. Didn't Drake push the album back?
No, Drake. I don't think Drake had nothing coming.
Drake delayed.
He might have delayed something, but I know Boosie definitely pushed his album back because of it. It's unfortunate, man. You know, you lose somebody who, like you said, doing things for the community and trying to make a difference. Granted, his music might have been the catalyst, but the catalyst for, you know, his own demise, so to say. But I don't think you doing stuff in your life, granted, things catch up to you depending on what you're doing, and you got to reap what you sow and karma and all that. But I don't think that situation today played a part, or it shouldn't have, because you're going to get cookies for your mom. You ain't bothering nobody. You just came back home off the road. What could you have really gotten into to make somebody mad enough to come kill you? That's what I want to know. You know, like what does that? How does that even transpire? You know, like unless they was planning on knocking you off and they just caught their opportunity because they've been watching you. That's the only thing I could think of. Because, you know, internet detectives, they know more than the FBI. So I saw a bunch of clips of like a truck that was following him from a gas station. But some girl was recording that she saw him in his car. And she noticed that the same truck was outside the cookie shop on the video. So she was like, maybe somebody followed him the whole time. And, you know, blase. But it's unfortunate, man. R.I.P. to Dolph. You know, like I said, it sucks. But that's the world we live in. I
think whatever energy you put out, whether it's good, bad, or indifferent, is going to envisage you. Mm-hmm. And so for me, I didn't fear consequences because I feel like whatever's going to happen to me is happening. Because now certain things have happened to me, and I'm like, I understand why that happened because I did such and such.
Yeah. But once you get that mindset and understanding, you can be at peace with things that come. But it's on the outside looking in, you always questioning like, dang, why did that happen? Why did this happen? Blase. And that's just, you know, thought-provoking mindset that I always have when stuff happens like that, because it's odd. Like, and at least, you know, like I said, I'm a conspiracy theorist. My brain thinks differently on some stuff because
And on top of that, for me, it's like, you don't get to decide when it's over or when we stop beefing.
That's the scary part.
A lot of people don't understand that.
Just because you made it out of a situation don't mean I'm out.
Yeah, because my mind frame may be, I'm probably dusty. You got it. I see it. And like Boosie say, hypnotized with hate.
Yeah.
So you got to understand this is what comes with it sometimes.
That's what you got to do. But, you know, not to jump forward too much, but I figure we got to go ahead and jump on this anyway. So, again, national news coverage. If you haven't or didn't know this was going on, Mr. Kyle Rittenhouse was on trial for his shooting in the Kenosha, Wisconsin protest. He killed 3 people in what was deemed to be self-defense. He was acquitted, blase. He was found not guilty. I got various opinions and conversations from different people about this whole topic. Some people say it ain't got nothing to do with us because it was white people he killed. Other people was like, if that was a black person, he'd have been under the jail. Well, some people saying, you know, in the video they saw he was getting attacked, so he had no choice. It was like blah, blah, blah.
So even though the gun, he was 17 and it was illegal. But this is the thing. What saves his bacon is this. All right, it's a mob riot rule that's there in that state. A lot of people don't examine various states to states or different laws.
That's
in Wisconsin,
annoying thing.
The mob lynching law was made to prevent the killing of black people. So he fell under that statute or that legislation.
Ironically, he used that to his defense because he was there to protest people. He was there to stop people from protesting for Black Lives Matter because of
the business. He said they were
the
fear.
protest started because of the young man Jacob. Was it Jacob Blake?
Yes, getting shot and he
was in the hospital.
He's paralyzed now.
It started because of that.
So the same thing that he was against inadvertently saved his life,
which is so ironic because he shot white people, which is nuts because basically he shot 3 black people. He killed 2, right?
He killed 2 white people and wounded another.
Yeah, which is basically him saying, "You supporting this? I don't support it." That's, you know, obviously.
And then for him to say, I support Black Lives Matter, to me is disingenuous at best and a lie at worst.
Of course.
So I look at it and I examine it from a law standpoint because my degree is in political science with concentration in pre-law.
Gotcha.
So by the rule of law, he was within his rights to do what he did.
I completely understand that. I'm a criminal justice major.
So if you're going to go by the rule of law, that's what it is. But and like how in the
laws
field,
and common sense don't make no sense.
De jure and de facto in theory and in practice.
Yep.
For him to be able to run down the street as Rambo with an illegal firearm, but he's protected in Wisconsin because the same law that protects him was originally drafted to protect you and I because of lynch mobs. So I just look at it and I say, touche.
Hey,
touche.
I saw the quote that I sent into the group chat from, I want to go back and look at it, but basically, I forget who said it. Brain fart. I remember what it said. System cannot protect who wasn't built for.
W.D. Du Bois.
Yes. It's ironic that was how he got off. I just think the whole case was nuts when the judge was answering his phone. Like the trial was just to me was pointless.
It was
like you
it
let
was a
this
show.
man pick his jurors out of a hat. Like who gets that privilege? Is that part? I've never heard that as part of the speedy trial process ever. In any
I'd imagine that's a law in the books because like again, every state is different.
Right. Well, he was tried in Georgia though, right?
No,
he was in Wisconsin. I'm tripping. I'm thinking about something different.
Every state is different from state to state laws. The thing is this: the Confederate States of America, they left under the guidelines of states' rights because they didn't want a strong and overbearing central government. Mm-hmm. So that's the whole caveat to it. The Supreme Court has the ability to reverse decisions, all right, or reverse rulings because they have the ultimate say so. But for the most part, states are left to their own devices as long as it does not run afoul of the United States Constitution. Because every state has its own constitution.
In layman's terms, a judge can do what he want, one, because it's his courtroom and they're impartial, so they can really do what they want. That's I think this is the dumbest thing in the world because basically a judge can sit there and do whatever he wants. They could
actually give you a lesser amount of sentence or time.
No matter what the jury says.
Even though state guidelines.
My first criminal justice teacher when I was in college, she told us that the judge, jury, and executioner, in any case, is always the cop first and the judge second.
Yeah.
Because the cop can do whatever while you're out there.
A split second.
See. But then the judge got the ultimate weapon because he can charge you with whatever if you make it past him. Like, granted, the jury can say, we feel you guilty on these counts. He can sentence you for a little as much as he want, or even ask
compounding.
Yeah. So on that same
or
vein,
he can make it run consecutive, so that way,
like somebody got like 14 consecutive life sentences and some stupid crap like that. I remember, like, what's the point? Just get it over with. But I wasn't surprised, by the way. Let me put that out there. I wasn't shocked nor surprised. Honestly, it was just like, oh, okay, it's another thing in America. You know, I think I'm just numb to it now.
I'm right there with you.
It's just like, oh, okay. On to more compelling news, what I was actually surprised by, but I figured once
they didn't want a shit show,
they couldn't do both. They couldn't have them both go this way. So I'm going to say round of applause to the jurors and the judge in Georgia for getting this one right. The killers of Ahmaud Arbery were all found guilty. All of them. One of them got found guilty on all 9 charges. I believe the youngest one, which was the son,
because he did the actual shooting.
And the other 2 were found guilty. I want to say 7 and like 4 of the other ones. I'm looking at it trying to find the exact verdict, but this article ain't giving it to me. But anyway, y'all know, you have heard about this by now. We're just kind of giving y'all our breakdown, obviously, but I was more shocked at that than I was with Kyle Rittenhouse.
Because it's Georgia.
That's what I was scared of.
Georgia.
That's where, like, I was watching. I had to turn the news, though, because I was afraid of what they was going to say. Because when pandemic first hit, my newborn obviously wasn't born. Every day I used to go jogging, ride my bike in my neighborhood, which is, it's not predominantly white, but from where we live,
you're a black man with dreads.
That part. But it's a more upper middle class neighborhood, so to say. But like, I was afraid, bro. Like I never had fear about doing it, but I usually take the same route because I'm know somebody got a Ring camera somewhere. If I ever get stopped, hey, you can go look. I just ride my bike. You know, I shouldn't have to think that way, but like you just said,
de jure and de facto, it's real life. You're a black man in America.
So like I'd stop going in certain ways because the houses, certain streets, they cost a little more. And I don't want nobody over here saying I'm trying to scout or none of that stuff because I'm just out trying to exercise. But, you know, it's unfortunate that we even have to have that second thought. Like to just think like, oh shit. When I saw that video, I'm like, bro, that could have been me.
Self-preservation.
Trying to run from somebody thinking I'm trying to steal. And then I'm gone just like that, bro. And it's just, I was honestly nervous that somebody was going to get off. So I'm happy to say that they all got found guilty. I don't know. I don't think they did their sentencing yet, which I'm definitely going to be looking forward to.
That's the trick part because we just like how we just said. That's the part of the trick hat.
Yeah, that's the
trick bag, should I say?
Yeah. They found guilty, but that judge can come back and be like, you know what?
We gonna give you a manslaughter type sentence.
Yeah, man. I don't think they can do manslaughter with the one who pulled the trigger, but the other two might be able to because it was just there. But it's unfortunate, bro. It was just man out for a jog get killed because they just felt like he was like
he fits the description,
bro.
I do.
If I stole something and I'm not carrying it, why are you still chasing me?
Oh no! What you did was you picked it up and you set it over there in them bushes.
You can come back and
you go, you and your
so
friends,
why not wait
your
for
posse.
me to come back? Like I just don't understand the thought process, man. I really don't, bro.
The thought process is this: you're black, you're guilty.
Oh no, I get it, but when it comes down to common sense, as we know, common sense is not common. It just don't make sense, bro. Like.
They didn't feel like his life was worth it.
Definitely. And then again, it's still this like white man savior complex. Like I'm gonna protect this whole neighborhood from you. Bro, I'm trying to practice my 40 or get my conditioning up. So,
yeah. And
you out here
you don't have shit in here that I want.
At all. Even if he walked somewhere he wasn't supposed to, that's not a death sentence, bro.
At all.
And it's just like and I feel like I get traumatized rewatching this stuff. That's why I don't watch the news no more, bro. I can't do it.
A big reason why I don't have social media because there's a lot of negative things, a lot of negative.
Bro, I realized like your phone now can tell you how long you've been on what app, bro. I'm on YouTube more than any other thing, like looking at stuff and just like researching things or trying to get
my credit score higher,
bro. Stuff like. Just adult stuff, or even if it's something I'm interested in, whether it be like flea market flips or something crazy, just something I can
learning how to make things
to get my mind off of the negative, crazy stuff that's going on. It's either naked bitches or it's negative shit. And excuse my language, but that's all it is.
Pumping it to you. That's what they're pumping to you.
That's all it is. And I'm not. Hey, you can monetize it how you monetize it.
Yeah,
but
I just feel like it's weird. Yeah, I'm not holier than
definitely. I'm not sitting here saying, oh, I don't want to look at that because I'm a dude. Everybody, we all.
Yeah, sometimes I enjoy aggressive content,
but it should be moderation, bro. For every one negative story, we should see 3 positive ones. Like balance the shit out a little bit. Let the load wash out.
Yeah,
and then give me some more. But it's just constant negative. But I don't want to talk y'all ear off to death about whining and negative stuff because we all know nobody gives a shit at the end of the day. We all still got to get up the next morning and pay some bills.
As long as it ain't affecting somebody else's bottom line, who cares?
That's how it is. Speaking of bottom lines, I want to talk about this because I thought it was cool. Mm-hmm. Atlanta rapper by the name of Money Man, for y'all who don't know, is actually pretty dope. He dropped an album called Blockchain a couple Fridays ago. He has plenty more projects on Apple Music. Go look him up. He's pretty good.
I've never heard of any of his projects. I just know him of his social media presence and being on YouTube and hearing him talk about finances.
Yeah, he's a very financially savvy dude. For him to look and rap how he raps, the way he talks and the things he talks about in his songs, they don't even go hand in hand.
Yeah.
Because all he talks about is how to make money, financial literacy, what things to do and what do, how to eat proper, how to grow food. It's weird, but it's dope because.
And what part of Georgia is he from?
I want to, everybody from Atlanta. It's not really giving a description, but
I expect that from Southerners, especially people from Atlanta, Georgia. Yeah. I expect that from them because they still have the ability of knowing what it's like to do business as a black person and down home roots. Yeah. And also you got to have a little finesse in you too.
That's definitely something that he's probably good at. But I brought it up because he got his label advance in all Bitcoin, which is $1 million, which is pretty dope.
Finesser. Crypto.
It was the first advance ever sent that way. Because as y'all know, cryptocurrency is like the new wave. It's a new thing. Are you into crypto at all? You got any crypto?
I still got money in the shoebox.
I feel you still got shoe. Hey, it's nothing wrong with it until they just decentralize it and it ain't worth nothing or something. But
I think I'll be dead before that happens.
You never know, man. Well, you know what?
Rate.
You might be right because we were supposed to have flying cars and be the Jetsons by now.
Man, I love it.
We were supposed to be the Jetsons, so you're right. But it brought me back to thinking about like the metaverse conversation we had, and I want some Oculus goggles. So Christmas gift, Oculus. This guy, I'm not gonna get it because I don't want to pay for it. But
I mean, if you guys want to cash app us here, we would take that.
We would definitely take donations.
Exactly. My birthday's the 17th of December. Just putting that out there in the universe.
Birthday. Yeah, you know.
Sock it to my pocket.
Also, since your birthday coming up, ladies, he's still single.
I wear a turtleneck.
It's by choice though.
Yes.
But anyway, the metaverse thing. Like I've seen a lot of clips of people buying digital real estate in this metaverse and selling NFTs and all. It's a lot. It's coming out fast.
The NFT thing, okay. I think that's a novelty.
It's a novelty, but for instance, you follow shoes.
Yeah, right? I do.
You know Virgil Abloh just passed away. I missed that. Rest in peace, Virgil. He battled with cancer.
I didn't know that.
Unbeknownst to anybody.
Talking about Kanye's
Virgil Abloh. Off-White Virgil. Passed away. I want to say yesterday.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, it bothered me because when I read it, he had cancer and didn't tell nobody. Mm-hmm. And I was like, damn, like what kind of cancer? So I started researching it because obviously y'all know if y'all listen to the show, I deal with the same thing. Obviously, hopefully mine isn't the same aggressive as his was, different type. But still, just to hear that word and then see death behind it, it makes things, it changes your perspective.
Mortality, you
put your mortality, and this man he's healthy, he looked healthy, just like Chadwick Boseman. Nobody knew, but that the cancer's a slow killer, man. It's nuts. But I was on StockX today, and the Off-White Air Jordan 1s, they was like, the Chicago pair was like maybe 4K a couple months ago. He died yesterday.
12
is at 7,000 right now. That's the highest offer. The lowest ask is like 9K. So I'm like, damn. And the same thing with Kobe. It just shot up. And it made me think about NFTs, like, and which made me think about the metaverse. Like, if people doing all this stuff with the physical items, what about the non-tangible stuff that's gonna shoot up? Like the whole we kind of get nerdy in the crypto stuff and metaverse things, but we promise we gonna move on quickly. The whole what's it called? Crazy Ape or Mad Ape NFT series. I know you probably don't know what I'm talking about.
No.
But when you get a chance, look it up, bro. It's like 1 out of 300 series, and it's all different Mad Apes drawn by the same dude, but different designs. And like one of them is like $1 million. One sold for like $2 million. It's like art that's transferable.
I don't get that because
like pretty much you have a graphic designer draw something for you.
What if the server goes down or the hard drive is supposed to go to
crashes? And somebody would tell you, I believe they would say that's the beauty of the blockchain because that can't happen. That's what I would assume the answer would be, but I'm not sophisticated enough to know. I don't know that much about this whole thing. And I'm sure I'm behind the 8 ball, but it's just too much.
We're behind the 8 ball.
Yes,
on that.
we definitely back. That's what all I've been researching is how to do it. Like I understand the whole minting process. They got apps for that. You can get somebody to draw you something that if you can't draw it. But it's just like it's so much happening so fast. I don't want to get to a point where I'm so far behind. Like regular money don't even work no more. So I have a couple of different cryptocurrencies, a couple of different apps I play with. I'm not even sure if it's ever going to be nothing, but I was like, hey, fuck it.
Exactly.
If I spend $20 on nothing, getting some liquor, I could throw $20 into a crypto.
Yeah, it's an investment.
It's a penny. That's how I look at it. It's a penny stock.
Investment.
But man, it's just dope to see somebody of color that may be a hip hop personality. Somebody might think just an ignorant N-word as they probably view us doing something that they probably didn't think that they would be able to conceptualize.
Yeah.
And it's a lot of black people. Like Tory Lanez, I know a lot of people don't like him because of the whole Meg situation. But like he sold his album as an NFT for $1. Sold 1 million copies, made $1 million. And now every time somebody sells one for $10,000, $5,000, he gets a royalty from it because he can set the royalty rate. You can set it 10%, 20%, 30%, whatever you want. So every time one of those 1 million people moves that album,
that's basically a check in perpetuity.
That's what it is. It's a new way of. The only thing I don't like is that when you get the money or the cryptocurrency, when you convert it, it's like you have to.
How much do you lose?
You lose a lot, and you got to pay taxes on it. Because I was reading an article the other day, and I was watching a video about how.
So that's a bank or a bust type deal.
Yeah,
with the
they're
crypto.
gonna be able. They're gonna. They haven't yet, but I'm sure people making all this money off of crypto right now, tax free, they're gonna end up owing back taxes when they start filing stuff.
And see, that's the reason why people do cryptocurrency, because, like I said with Money Man, a finesser, you in Atlanta,
You can
finesse it.
That's why I think they brought out that whole Cash App or any electronic transaction over $600 is going to be like flagged or looked at or whatnot, because there's no way for them to track all of it. And if I'm only dealing with crypto stuff, let's say I got $1 million worth of Dogecoin and then I sell it and I get $2 million in US dollars and I take that out of my money, I'm not paying no taxes on that. Only thing I'm paying is the fee to convert it, and that's it. But I don't know. It's gonna be nuts because it's gonna be a lot of like. I would hate to work at the IRS right now. That'd be a nuts
because they're behind the 8 ball. Yeah. They have to figure out new ways to catch it, do it.
It's too much. But anyway, I'm trying to get some Oculus goggles. You still on the fence, right?
Yeah,
not doing it at all. I think everybody I asked like 5 people, and nobody said yes but me.
I'm cool with the natural world.
Yeah, I mean, they just say they said we living in a simulation. I just saw that online. The government released all these documents saying we living in a simulation. So who knows, bro? I don't know.
We'll see.
Anyway,
stay tuned.
Let's get out the nerdy talk. I want to talk about this. We done missed it for the last 2 weeks, but since we here, let's go ahead and bring up
go for it,
Mr. Kirk, as y'all know, aka the baby Jesus, however he wants to be called. Y'all know what happened with him and Danny Lay. I wanted to get the guys' opinions on it, so I've been saving this topic because we haven't been together in a minute. But we was kind of talk about it before we started recording, and I think we kind of got the same opinion on it. For y'all who don't know, he went on Instagram Live one morning with him and his mother, Danny Lay. I'm not too familiar with her music, but you know
she makes music.
Yeah, she's a music artist. I want to say pop R&B artist. She makes pretty decent music. She's nice.
Can she sing?
Lady. Yeah.
Okay.
She I couldn't tell you one of her songs off the top of my head, but if we played it, we probably know it. But she seems like a very nice young lady. You know, just I think she's Puerto Rican or Cuban. She's not a black young woman.
I thought she was black.
She might be mixed. I don't know.
Super like Afro-Latino.
I think she may be Afro-Latina. But I know she got a lot of flack when they were allegedly together when she made a song. He made a song called Masterpiece. Supposed to be about her. And then she made a song talking about how much he loves her skin color. And everybody was mad because she's light-skinned, talking about dark-skinned people.
She said something about dark-skinned?
I don't think she said anything negative, but I could understand after listening to the song.
Have you listened to it?
This was months ago. I haven't listened to it recently. But I brought it up because they went on live in an argument and like it kind of went left. Like we was just sitting at the crib and the internet stopped. Everybody was watching the baby and Danny Lay argue about how much of a side chick she was and why I wasn't getting along. I don't even know what started the argument or what happened. After doing research, you know, internet police and searching some stuff out, she was like, I'm gonna tell my truth now. He was calling her crazy, saying she was a side chick. They never dated. She was posting receipts like they booed up.
Oh yeah,
like he buying her cars. They living together pretty much. Was living together in Charlotte, but he got a beef with her allegedly because she ordered a Plan B get dropped off because he wants to have unprotected sex and she don't want to have kids no more. Or she might not want to have kids with him because obviously he has multiple baby mothers. I believe just one other, but she didn't want to start that trend. And I guess he just don't care. So in his
mind, I guess he says, I'm rich enough to afford it.
I can do what I want.
Why?
What 50 Cent said, have a baby by me, baby, be a millionaire. Which is nuts. But I guess if you're a millionaire, you can do what you want.
Yeah.
But she wasn't trying to do that. So she posted the Plan B. And then she was like, that's what sprang the argument. He asked me to leave with my baby because I ordered the Plan B. Because he just wants to come at me recklessly. I believe that's what the post say. Don't kill me if I missed a word or two. But me personally, I just feel like as an adult, bro, some stuff should be handled off of social media.
Yeah, that shouldn't. That shows you.
It just looked lame.
To me, that shows you both of their maturity level. Because age is no barometer for maturity.
At all. At all.
And for me, I can get if the verbiage was different, how he worded it. Hey, would you please leave? I don't know what else to do. Yeah. That's why I'm having this argument or this disagreement. filmed or videotaped.
Yeah.
I could see if he said something to that extent. But to call a girl out her name,
Yeah, like call
after
her
you,
side bitch, like,
and then after you've laid
Not
with her
even
and
that.
made a child,
that, and you was just with her. You just smashed her the night before.
and this is my thing. That's why I'll never out anybody or talk crazy about anybody that I've been with, because if I say that about you,
What does it make me? That's what I
Exactly.
said when I first said it. I told my wife, I was like, he lame for that.
Yeah.
Because if you calling her all this, what are you?
Yeah, those are conversations you have with family members and
like
friends.
you can say
behind
that
closed
stuff,
doors.
but you don't put that girl out like that public.
No.
Not even that, she's the mother of your kid. No matter how much,
And your
disgust-
child is going to see this. That's
That
the one
was
thing
my-
about
bro,
the
your daughter
internet.
gonna
This
be
is
able to
never.
find-
This is never going to
YouTube
go
gonna be
away
there forever. Jack
She's going
just
to
retired,
hate you.
just quit from Twitter, but it's not going nowhere.
Your child can feel some type of way
Yeah.
about you.
Yep. And that's the sad part, because he posted after, oh, I'm taking care of my babies no matter what. Yeah, but one day she gonna be able. Would you want to do to date your daughter that acted like you?
No, you probably
Of course
punch
not.
it.
You gonna want
sock
to shoot
him
him,
out.
and then he gonna have the nerve to post. And this ain't a baby bashing segment, the baby bashing segment. I just feel like as a man, it was lame to do that.
As a man,
Like you talk to, from me, I'm not the biggest Dababy fan. I've listened to his music. He go hard, but bro, you lame for that to me. Like I don't
agree.
care what I'm going through with my wife, my baby mom. I'm never putting it on.
some
internet.
things are in house. Some things are in house,
And not even that.
Some things are in house. You're never to expose.
I'm not gonna call
The mother of my
I
child.
can't be a side chick if I just bought you all this stuff. We flicked up all over the place, everywhere. I made a song about you allegedly, but I'm a side. That's just weird, bro. And he was doing stuff purposely to trigger her to try to show what he deals with, because we don't know the ins and outs. She could
We
be
don't.
batshit crazy.
Yeah.
Every fine bitch is somebody's headache. So
Very much
that's,
so.
That's the truth. Excuse me, ladies, for using that word, but y'all
No,
know it's true.
no. Y'all know.
Y'all know it's true.
Ooh, you know.
But at the same time, bro, as a man, I think you got to just hold yourself to a higher standard.
You have to practice stoicism.
And that's just me.
Certain things you have to walk
Because
away
I'm
from.
sure we all have had a bunch of shit done to us that we could air somebody out and it'll just kill their career, so to say.
Literally.
But
Like,
what's the point, bro? Like, if I dealt with you, that was my dumb ass for being in that situation.
and what do I actually gain from this?
Nothing.
What
I
do
think it was
I
a
gain?
rollout, though, because he was talking about his damn, he's talking about his album and his show coming up.
To me, that's whole shit.
It's definitely
Hoes do
whole
shit like that.
Like, that's some female stuff that a female would do. And that's why it was lame to me, man. I don't respect it.
I would expect her to go live and for him to just look at
That's
it and
the
be
thing,
like,
bro. She didn't do it.
All right.
Maybe she didn't. Maybe she was gonna keep it in house. Maybe she threw something at him and made him mad. He wanted to just keep. I mean, you can record it, but don't go on live, bro. I think it's just some things that, as a man, you shouldn't do. And to me,
that's one of them.
cry into your phone and record it and post it is one of them. And what the baby did is the second one for me. I haven't came up with 3, 4, and 5 yet, but I'm sure somebody will do it.
Kanye's did a few of them.
I'm trying to think. Because the only thing recently he did besides the Drink Champs interview was that whole Jay Prince read that he did.
Mm-hmm.
It was kind of weird to me. I think he was forced to do it, but ain't nobody finna tell Jay Prince nothing. So let me leave that alone.
Exactly.
That's he can do what he want.
Mob ties. Anytime somebody talk like your grandfather,
Oh yeah,
and he owns a pig farm, people don't understand that.
yeah. I get the correlation. I'm not finna say nothing because this goes out in the world, and I don't want nothing to come back to me. But I understand. I hear you knocking.
Yeah.
But anyway, man. Yeah, I just think the baby was lame. So let's go ahead and jump into the topic for the show, man. So coming off the baby, I figured we talk about this just because it kind of happened to him anyway. Cancel culture, like that's a big prominent thing now because of I think everything's PC. And
White liberalists.
He went through that whole thing with Live. Was it Live Nation or
With the whole gay HIV thing. To me, that's white liberals.
Was it Rolling Loud? He was at.
Yeah.
Okay, he was at Rolling Loud. He made some comments.
Bro, I will say it again. White
And
liberalists.
he got canceled. I don't even think it's that though, because it comes from our side too, meaning black people.
Boosie got all the support and love in the world.
You're right, but I think it becomes some things that we stand with, some things we stand. It just depends.
Because
on
ain't
what your argument is for the day.
nobody in your neighborhood, in my neighborhood, canceling R. Kelly.
You're right. That's true, but that don't make it right though. And you mean canceling by not listening to his music, not agreeing with what he did or what he's accused of doing? Because I think And we've had this conversation before. We stand on some different viewpoints on it. I feel like the parents are at fault just as much as him.
But
I'm not. I have daughters, so I could never forgive or excuse those actions. And if it was me as a parent, he would have been dead.
Yeah, because you ain't got to worry. Like what the boy said, Dave Chappelle. Would have made real orange juice out of that mother. So
there's no way you can sit here and tell me that, you know, you okay as a parent reading some of the allegations. Even if you old enough, if you older than 25, you've seen R. Kelly sex tape.
You know, I'm gonna
say older than 27.
I've never seen it. Even when I was a young
I seen it in high school. It was in the computer lab. Somebody pulled it up. Him pissing on that little girl. That was R. Kelly.
Yeah, no, we would have had.
That was R. Kelly, bro.
I was censored.
He would have. He would have been out of there, bro. You know, kids know how to work. Back then, kids know how to work.
Yeah, the cookies. You can get it through the cookies.
We had the computer lab in school. They didn't know them sites existed, so they couldn't block it.
True.
Okay, so I want to define cancel culture just because.
All right, go for it.
It's always somebody getting canceled. So for anybody who doesn't understand, we're talking about cancel culture according to according to Webster, is cancel culture or call out culture is a modern form of ostracism, which means ostracizing things. In which someone is thrust out of social or professional circles, whether it be online or social media or in person. Basically, if you do something somebody don't like and they powerful enough, you're going to get shut down until they say you cannot be shut down. Depending on who feeds you, so to say, because you never bite the hand that feeds you. And if you happen to do that in the music or entertainment industry, it's going to be a hard lesson for your ass.
But for me, the one person that I feel like is uncancelable is Dave Chappelle. You cannot cancel him. Because he's the same man that walked away from $50 million.
But that's why, because he knows his worth and he knows what he will or will not stand for. And I think the situations are a little different because I don't think comedians should have the same rules as...
They're our last truth tellers.
They're the only people who can really say what it is and shouldn't be, besides a judge being impartial, comedians should be too. Like, everybody can get a joke. There's a joke for every size, every shape, every color, every creed, every nationality.
You mean to tell me...
There's a joke for everything.
And you mean to tell me you can take a dick but not a joke?
That's the classic line. And I believe D.L. Hughley said that.
Yeah, he did.
And that was funny as hell.
And also, with that being said, where am I going with this? When is a joke the funniest?
When it's the truth, when it's about you.
No,
what?
When it's not about you.
Okay.
So when Dave Chappelle saying the N word,
it's always funny.
It's funny then.
It's always funny.
But when he makes a LGBTQ plus joke, it's not so funny.
Yeah.
But for the guards and anybody else, it's funny.
Yeah.
But by God, we can't offend you.
And that's the thing that makes me the maddest because I don't think cancel culture is actually a thing.
It's not.
I feel like it's just a wave for people to be able to ride for the clout of
it's fake socialism.
It's like
fake activism.
Like all
social
these
activism.
Random organizations you never heard of. Dababy's pulled from this. Dababy. Like, what is this stuff? It's like just something. It's like clickbait. I'm gonna put it on my page so I can get these likes and follows and shares and run up
notoriety
for the month. And it's like. The only way you can really cancel somebody is if you like what they did with Donald Trump. They literally burned him out of every single social media outlet. So now he coming up with his own. That's the only way. And even then, his stuff still make it.
Another person we need to counsel that's his running mate or like the guy that gets him the black vote or the black populace, Herschel Walker.
Man, get him the fuck out of here.
Herschel Walker thought he was a white man. This man has multiple personalities.
Clayton Bigsby to the fullest. Get him out.
Like, get him. Like, this motherfucker's crazy as a bed bug.
The fact that he is still considered the best running back to ever play college is scary, bro. Because you really can't take that away from him. But I don't give a damn. He got to go.
Look, we got to stick together because if Herschel hear this, he might run up on me.
Hey, that's a big swole ass old man.
Look.
But see, I don't have them problems. Look, I keep that thing on me. Let me stop promoting gun violence. But still, though, man, Herschel, you got to chill, bro. You too much of a... people follow you too much, but
you have too much.
He
of
went to school in Georgia. What do you expect? He
brainwashing.
He don't know no better. And look when he was brought up, it was either get down or lay down, literally. Yeah. So, I mean, I can blame him, but at the same time, it's like
to me, he's a prime example.
CTE. That's all it is.
No, to me, he's a prime example of keeping the body, taking the mind.
Oh,
big,
get
strong,
out!
physical.
Yeah, he got to get out. He definitely got something probed in his brain. But yeah, Herschel, he's he out of there. But
Dunzo.
As far as like cancel culture, bro, like, do you think it's effective? Does it work? And like I said, the only way to really cancel somebody in this day and age is to really mess with your money or block you from posting things to promote your own self. Even with Tory Lanez, he was supposed to be canceled, and he's still making music
because he makes good music. After a while, that's what I can say about black people. Black people are super forgiving.
Yeah, we forgave racism.
Exactly. Like when Tony, what I love Tony Dungy.
Yeah,
but what irks me so much is when they said something about DeMaurice Smith.
DeMaurice Smith, when John Gruden was talking,
and he was talking about his lips.
Yeah, Tony Dungy was like, "That's not the person he is now." And some other let's forgive.
No, I'm tired of that. Of us having to be the.
That's how we got in the position we in now. We always taking lessons, saying turn the other cheek, and people shitting on us, telling us it's chocolate, or pissing and telling us it's rain. Then we end up in the back seat.
Exactly, and then you complain about, we don't have this for our neighborhoods, we don't have this for our communities, but you didn't have the backbone to stand in the paint and say, no, this is not going to happen.
That's the one thing I will say about that the LGBTQ plus community is they form like fucking Voltron, boy. Yeah. When they want something, they form up. And I just saw a clip, Face on Love, talking about, and I agree with him because I understand. And I think we spoke about this in the group chat before. Like, he's like, I'm not voting until I get a apology from America start. And he was like, we got to throw away all them old 1640 laws that's still in play now, which I completely understand. The people who made them laws long gone. Why these laws ain't changed?
Dead and buried.
And it's still the same thing. Like, the anti-mob bill that you was just speaking about a little while ago, that probably was written after slavery was abolished.
In like the 1800s, the late 1800s, like 1890s.
Some things need to be rewritten to apply to the day and age that it's applicable in.
But then again, if somehow like I'm able to get off with that law, please keep it on the books.
Exactly, like
because for some odd reason,
maybe not even change. Maybe not get rid of the law. You can amend it. You can add stuff to it.
Make it specifically for that group that is meant to protect.
You can make it to where it's legible and understandable for the common folk, and also sophisticated and wordy enough for the people in court to feel smart. Like, you can do it both ways. It's not hard. But who's knocking at the door making them do that?
But so, like, the reason why I feel like the LGBTQ plus movements get such a push is still a white heterosexual male who, not heterosexual, but it's still a white male who's driving the car. Bruce Jenner was a superhero.
Yeah.
All right. He's still a white male. No one cared about it.
He's technically a woman now.
Look, if you gotta go to the foot doctor. If you still gotta get the man tell you, hey, Caitlin, move your nuts.
Cough. Yeah.
Yeah. You're still a guy, bro.
I don't even want to know how those appointments work, to be honest, bro.
That would be scary.
It's too graphic for me.
That would be scary.
I like gory stuff, but I don't want to think about none of that.
That's a real horror / thriller.
Anyway, I don't want to get bashed too much or even get off topic, but like, obviously you can come back from cancel culture because, like you said, black people, we are very forgiving.
And we drive the economy.
But like, name a person who hasn't been able to come back from it? All right, I'm gonna start.
Who?
Not even. I don't even know if this is technically cancel
culture. Don
Imus
came back from cancel culture. OJ's came back from cancel culture. Dave Chappelle's not going anywhere.
Ray Rice.
Yeah, they got Ray Rice.
He was the first of his kind.
But the thing is, with Ray Rice, the market value on a running back.
That's true. Because Ray Lewis got a body and he was right back in there.
Yeah.
So
no problem.
I don't know. But I don't know if it's really effective.
Hell, like what's the boy name? Dante Stallworth ran a motherfucker over.
But didn't he used to drive beer trucks, or was that Joe Horn?
No, that was another guy. That was Smith. He played for the he played for the Saints.
Yeah, he was a wide receiver too. I'm trying to remember who it was.
Dante Stallworth got drunk and killed somebody.
Yeah, manslaughter.
Yeah.
Or DUI.
DUI manslaughter. And still was able to play in the league.
But see, because what you said, Henry Ruggs ain't gonna get that chance. But his situation was obviously different.
Give it time, we'll see.
You never, depending on how fast you can run and jump. If it don't affect their bottom line and you can add value and you can run, jump, and catch,
Michael Vick came back from killing dogs.
You're right.
But he didn't kill a white woman and a dog.
That's true.
We'll see.
But he killed. But see, the thing about that
if you owe me $80,000, I think I might knock you off too. That's all.
Think this out though. Michael Vick killed pit bulls. And I've always said this, pit bulls are the black people of dogs.
Right.
So really, did he really kill anything in their eyes to make him not comebackable? That's even a term.
True.
If he would have killed a bunch of Shih Tzus or Labs, he'd be gone.
Yeah.
So
he'd have killed Lassie, he'd have been done.
He'd have been out of there, boy. Man. But I don't know, man. Is it really effective? Like R. Kelly hasn't been played on the radio. A lot of people won't play him. I know some people who's like, I'm not canceling them because I like his music.
His streams went up though.
They did, but he should own his masters. If not, I did see the thing that said he was like worth negative $2 million. That was kind of funny. Only because like who the hell can be negative worth, like that's just weird.
Because his literacy.
He probably can't pay his lawyers and all that stuff, but who knows?
Give me that honey love.
I'm gonna mute you right now. But anyway, yeah, you're right. He ain't coming back from that. He can't come back no matter what. Can Bill Cosby got out of jail? Is he ever gonna make a public appearance?
What it is, he actually had a tour set up, but he has to settle that civil matter because he's actually getting sued civilly for alleged rape.
Yeah,
umpteen years ago.
I don't want no money if you rape me. I want my get back.
Yeah,
I don't care about no money at this time. You took my dignity from me. I got to take yours.
But that's how we're thinking out as a man. Like
I'm thinking logically. I don't care. Like if anything happened to me sexually,
logically,
you're right.
Because you're not finna touch me. You're not finna be close, bro. If anything,
first of all, God forbid, I'm never in that situation. Secondly,
somebody got to die.
That's the only
somebody
got to
go.
That's the only two ways of getting solved.
In the
Either I'm dying or you dying.
In the words of Charlie Murphy, they had a gunfight after that.
And if you miss, that's your ass, Mr. Postman. Jinx, you owe me a coat. But who else can't come back from getting canceled? Because like you said, Tory Lanez make good music, so we still don't know what happened. So maybe there's no reason to cancel him. Dababy, he had his little thing. The president of the community said he can come back, so he good. I don't know anybody who's really hardcore canceled besides R. Kelly. And even Bill Cosby. A lot of people still was mad about that.
We still talking about Bill. Bill is uncountable. He's Cliff Huxtable.
He was America's grandfather.
Yeah. He was America's dad at one point in time. This man sold the most wholesome thing ever, Jello pudding.
That shit probably skyrocketed because of him in his bathtub.
Pudding.
Okay.
And Kodak film.
You know it's funny though? This is
and them ugly sweaters.
Hey, the Coogee sweaters came up because of him, I think. But you know who need to get canceled? And this is jokey joke time, but Will Smith. I'm a big Will Smith fan, but he got to shut the fuck up. All these random quotes that keep coming out. I don't know. Hey, Shade Room, Vlad, whoever y'all finding these quotes from, stop it. I don't want to see another Will Smith quote about him fucking trying to kill his dad, falling in love with somebody at a movie set, him having so much sex that he don't like pussy no more. I don't want to see none of that shit. Just be a parent, work out on YouTube, and shut the fuck up. Jada, that goes for you too. You was my first crush ever when I watched Low Down Dirty Shame with your short finger waves. I still like that movie to this day, but you gotta relax. We get it. You love Tupac. Shut the fuck up.
Yeah, shut it down.
I'm sorry.
Shut it down.
Please.
Shut it down.
Like, and Cliff, he ain't here, but he would say they just probably weird. And that's okay. But everybody don't need to know.
At all. Please bring back up the veil.
Just cover it. Maybe it's too late.
Yeah, the noodles in the pot, they've been boiling.
They squishy and all. They turned into mashed potatoes.
The toothpaste is out of the can.
It's out. You can't put it back.
Yeah,
but bruh, one red table talk led to all this.
And I guess they wanted to say, "Hey, we're getting ahead of it," but I guess they said they were getting ahead of it. But I feel the August Alsina thing. But
that was the tip of the iceberg.
But I feel like this was Jada being scornful, and because many years she probably had to deal with Will shit behind the scenes.
That's very true,
and we don't know what.
Again, we don't know. We only know what's presented to us, or we read in tabloids. It could be fake. Like somebody could be on the page all day making up fake quotes just for clicks, and that's quite possible. But bruh, if 50% of it is true, just be quiet.
Stop.
Just stop, because we don't need it. I don't think anybody wants
to me, Will Smith is still a wholesome dude.
I don't think he knows he's Will Smith.
He can't.
There's no way. He's Will fucking Smith.
You can basically Will Smith was Drake before Drake.
You know who he's became? He's Jada Pinkett's husband now. it's not even like he's
and
Will
I
Smith
still
no
can't.
more.
I still can't see him as that because to
That's
me
the
his
crazy
star
part.
is still bigger than hers.
It always was.
And I feel like she probably has some resentment behind that
Because she put her career on pause to have a family and all that stuff. And I mean,
Will Smith is larger than life. Like honestly,
dog, this man,
I would still hang out with this man.
he
Like
seemed like a cool
dude,
laid-back,
like if I could work like in his camp, his entourage,
it seemed like it'd
I
be
would
fun.
work it.
It's Will Smith. Like you're not like I don't see any way that's negative.
To me, he's one of those people that don't get old. He's not
It's just,
old.
I want to watch King Richard while we own Will Smith. Topic.
Oh,
I heard it was a good movie.
Great.
I gotta watch it. It's on my list. I gotta watch that, and I gotta watch.
In the kitchen, they got one real ass scene. I don't want to spoil it for you.
I'm gonna watch it regardless. So
shit got real.
I got HBO Max. I can watch it anytime. But something else I'm supposed to watch. I can't think of it, but that's on the top of my list to catch up on. But yeah, man, you got to be quiet, Will. I love you. I'm a big fan.
Y'all need to send each other
I'm a big
cease
fan
and desist order
because I bought an album of yours, and I got the hard copy still to this day. It was the one where he was standing in Philly with
the bubble jacket.
No, the Letterman jacket on. I think it wasn't Big Willie style. It was whichever one had Miami on it. It was that one.
I think that's Big Willie style.
Was that with him standing on the corner?
No.
Yeah.
Getting jiggy with it. Yeah, that's Big Willie style.
Yeah, so just shut the fuck up, Will. Please. I'm sorry, bro. Just shut the fuck up. I don't want to. Cause man, it's making you look so crazy, bro. Like you Will Smith. There's no reason for you to have to like.
You don't have to pedal to the.
You don't have to do that.
You don't have to pedal like that.
The funniest thing was
we love you, Will.
Somebody was like, Future need to hang out with Will, and he said, I'd rather hang with Jada, to be honest.
Who said that?
Future.
No.
Yes.
Hey, but they the same type of person.
That's why Will need to be quiet.
Future and Jada Pinkett Smith is the. Hey, what's the song that your boy made?
Who that?
Future, My Trophies.
Oh yeah, My Trophies. Yeah.
She need to have a hot 16 on that bitch. I'm telling you, Jada will rip it.
Jada is. Man, Will, yeah. Ooh, boy. Yeah, I need to be quiet. But anyway, man, we getting off topic.
My eyes were dry from all the coffee I'm drinking. Bitch, it ain't that much coffee in the world.
Ain't that much caffeine on planet Earth to make your eyes that dry.
Come on now.
Ain't no allergies, bro. You like everybody done been through that little infidelities patch or whatever, and y'all want to get in front of it, that's cool. And I know we talking about some old stuff, but it was just that whole situation need to be canceled.
Yeah,
shut up.
That needs to be stopped by cancel culture. Yep, get it out of here.
That whole thing, man. But again, I only see it working as like you said, it affects the bottom line. Like if somebody gets something so dramatic happens to in their career and something that's going on that people just completely stop messing with them. But again, everybody is different. Like like you said, some people don't care about what R. Kelly did because that to them that's Uncle John from around the corner. Like it's normal.
And that's what I was talking about with me and my nephew. We were talking about that because we got we call him Uncle such and such, like how you say Uncle John. Yeah. It's like we love him to death. It's
we a creep, but
and not even so much him being a creep because when you were born. Because when I was born, him and this woman, they were already together.
Yeah, you didn't know the back history and none of that stuff.
Exactly, I didn't know.
Yeah.
But I know that Uncle such and such took care of me when I needed money, my mama, my cousin who he was dating.
All the stuff.
And he raised all 4 of her children. She even had a baby on him outside of them, but he still raised all of them. So
I mean, and I get it. People can change. People do crazy shit and can change, but some shit is unforgiving in my book. Especially if I didn't have kids, would I think the same way? Probably not. I'm gonna be honest. Probably not. I'm an adult. Not adult. I'm a human.
Yeah.
You know, your mind changes. Things, circumstances do change your opinion on stuff and facts too. Because it's always a double-edged sword. Because what if R. Kelly was a woman who was
getting that off?
Would it be the same outrage?
Because it'd be, boy, you got that ass, boy, you got that ass.
That's exactly what it would be.
You packed that out.
Just like if you got a fine teacher and you happen to get off, ain't nobody gonna sit here and be like, oh, he was a victim. Because I'm in the back, I'm getting kudos.
High fiving and
what?
shit.
We in the locker room sharing pictures and I'm talking about it.
Yeah.
But if it's a girl, it's different.
Yeah, boy, you called me such and such. Boy, I beat that thing.
I ate booty and all. I ain't even gonna lie.
Straight up, fool.
That's how that conversation
That's
would
how
go.
it's gonna go.
But-
Because like she gonna put you through the ringer.
What? You finna learn some stuff. You don't get learned. But that's why I don't.
Put your thumb here.
The question about it being
Like I slid that one on you.
Oh my gosh. The question about it being effective though is really, I guess, what do you always say? It depends on the subscriber.
Yeah.
Because
it's subjective.
It's very subjective because like the whole thing with Boosie and Nas X, I know we kind of touched on this before, not to rehash it, but he still got support. And what'd you say? The hood support him.
Yeah, the hood love
he
him.
don't have.
He hosts his own festivals.
He don't have corporate quote unquote dollars behind him, so he really don't have to follow those same kind of rules. Like look at Kevin Hart.
Yeah,
he got in so much criticism for the whole infidelity thing and the whole thing he said about, not that he shouldn't, but the whole infidelity thing, and also the comments he made like 10 years ago about his son being gay by the dollhouse.
Yeah,
and he couldn't even host the award. So
and
now
then he went on he said he's not apologizing, but
then he apologized
for the next 6 weeks.
He apologized every day.
Yeah,
and then you put out a comedy special at your house that was whack because you scared to talk on certain stuff because you don't want to get in trouble.
Yeah,
like
and that was supposed to be your I'm standing up. And then like if you gonna say something, don't come back and explain what you've already said.
If you say it, stand on it. That's the thing that's different between even I like that word. Even Cat Williams. Like I feel like his career took a certain turn, same as Dave, even though Dave bounced back because he didn't want to do certain things. And sometimes you can come back from it, sometimes you can't. Maybe Kevin was willing to do certain shit to get in that position. Yeah. And now you can't say certain stuff because you're going to offend X and whatever, person signing that check. Yeah. You finna offend this whole line of people, and then you got to go in a board meeting and tell them why you said it. And now you got to sit there and...
Because you don't control you.
Yeah, you don't... Like, as much as you think you may do, you don't.
And because they own your name and image in that dotted line.
Man came out with after like once he started blowing up Kevin Hart, like, it was nuts how much he was in movies. I was getting sick of it. Not to sound like a hater, but it was like, all right, bro, you gotta do something different.
Because to me, he's not that funny. He's cute.
He's funny.
He's cute. He's funny, and when his stand-ups aren't that funny. He's funny when he's acting things out. He's more of a physical.
Yeah, kind of like Arnaz J.
Yeah,
like it got to be. You got to see it to laugh at it.
Yeah,
but I mean, I think Kevin Hart is definitely funny. He sold out stage. You can't take his numbers away.
You can't do that.
But my cup of tea, I'm putting not even because he's dead, but Bernie Mac is always going to be a 1A to Chappelle for me. And I still think Cat Williams is funnier than Kevin Hart.
He is.
That's just me.
We're in agreement on that.
Eddie Murphy in my top 5 too.
Yeah, he in my top. Eddie Murphy.
And my wife didn't grow up. Obviously, we had a whole big joke about her being young. She didn't know Eddie Murphy was. She didn't know delirious Eddie Murphy. So I had to put her on red leather suit,
purple and red leather.
She didn't know. So I had to put her on. But because she used to Dr. Doolittle Eddie Murphy, I was like, you don't know Eddie Murphy.
You don't know.
Like I still be watching 48 Hours, and I know
Richard Pryor. To me,
my god!
Oh my, the bicentennial.
Richard Pryor he's up there too, but that's just the type of. And I love
Red Fox. I love Red Fox.
She know him from Jeffersons, but Paul Mooney. Like I like that dark kind of humor. Yeah, that's just me. It just is like he said something that I never go away from me. Everybody want to be a nigga, but nobody want to be a nigga. And that's the truest statement in the world. And you can see that in today's age and how stuff happens. But not to jump off of this cancel culture topic, but we was kind of digress a little bit, but not too much. But let's jump into reviews, man. Let's go for that. You watch anything new? Anything that you feel like discussing?
I watched the adaptation of Cowboy Bebop.
I was gonna watch that.
I'm an anime fan.
How was it?
It was pretty good, but I feel like certain parts of the story they left out or they used it to jazz it up in certain ways. So basically
they just brought it live action?
Live action, yeah.
I was going to watch it only because the dude who stars in it is a dude that was in Squid Games. Mm-hmm. And I saw a couple memes going around. It was like he finally spending his winnings from the Squid Games. So I was like, let me check this out. That's the other thing. Yeah. King Richard and Cowboy Bebop was on my list.
King Richard, dope. It's a dope watch. Do it. Tiger King.
I watched Tiger King too.
I haven't got into it yet.
All them people guilty, dog. They all need to go to jail. Spoiler alert, if you haven't watched Tiger King 2 yet, it's on Netflix.
Oh, so they all had
man, they all need to go to jail. They not in jail.
They made an old boy disappear? Or just how they treated the animals?
It was, I think, Peter's mad about the animal treatment. Mm-hmm. But Joe Exotic, he's not half as bad as the other people they brought out in Tiger King 2.
I can believe that.
The man, yeah, he weird. He could be homosexual, whatever the case may be.
Ain't no could be in that.
No, not could be homosexual. I said could be weird to some people,
Okay.
whatever. But I honestly don't. I mean, they say he was mistreating the animals when they was sick or whatnot. But compared to what they showed for the other people, Joe looked like an angel. Bro, one dude had these animals in a fucking U-Haul truck for 16 hours with no water in 80-degree weather, and they all died. I'm talking about $70,000 worth of animals.
Wow.
Like,
did he have them insured? Because that's the deeper, darker criminal link.
they all illegal. You can't have them exotic pets out here. That's why people on their head, because it's a private zoo. And the only way you can get it is have a certain license, and of course nobody's doing that. And that's how, you know, I'm gonna tell a little bit of the story. If you haven't watched it, oh well, it's on Netflix. But the dude, Carol's original husband, was going back and forth to, I want to say Colombia,
and getting animals,
bringing them back. And he had, I'm talking about barrels of money going over there. And she tried to spend it like he went over there, got involved with somebody, and ended up missing. But he had a whole nother girlfriend over there, doing this thing.
Well, then I could see that.
Had a plug, getting them the animals, knowing he was bringing the money in. He was like, he stopped messing with them when he started getting into some illegal stuff that he didn't want to talk about. Because over there is different rules.
Yeah.
But they tried to spin it like he got in trouble like that. But I feel like his wife fed him to a tiger.
That might be it.
That's just me. I know she did something.
Put it like this: if she ain't do it, she orchestrated.
Bro,
it.
they had people out there showing that she forged life insurance documents and all this shit. Hillsborough County was like, we can't talk about it. They don't give a fuck, pretty much.
Hillsborough County, because I remember she had the Big Cat Rescue right there on Citrus.
They own Joe. What's the shit called? Damn it! I just had a brain fart. They own his zoo now.
Joe Exotic.
Yeah, they got it. They won it because he owed her $1 million in court, and he don't have the money, so they took the zoo and gave it to her and her husband.
Oh man!
So you think
Injury
he hate Carol?
insult.
He hate Carol Baskins.
He's waiting
the
for the
murder
day.
to hire plot wasn't even about Carol. It was for Joe. They just pinned it on Joe because they wanted him out the way.
Man,
they got a recording of it. There's a witness, and a girl said, "This is what happened during this conversation." Joe's still in jail. Like, the man is literally innocent, bro. But hey,
Trump, why you ain't exonerate the man?
Trump? Trump went from the party no gay person. You know he don't care about gays.
Yeah,
look what we talking about. You really think he was gonna let that man out and have that on his record? No.
Yeah.
But anyway, Joe in jail for no reason. I still think the show it's funny. It's more detective work in this one. It's more like behind the scenes matching
forensics.
All forensics. It's no like, oh, this is what happens at the everyday life of the zoo. It's none of that. It's all like real cop work now. But it's just like it's clear as day that the man is innocent, bro. Like, of what they put him in jail for. As far as him abusing animals,
he did that.
They put him in jail for that, but I don't think he should be in jail for that.
For the murder plot.
That murder plot, it wouldn't stick. That's why he didn't get convicted of it. But that was what they arrested him for. But they convicted him of doing all the shit to the animals.
And was it the feds that grabbed him?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, the feds got a 98%.
Because they had everybody else corroborating that he did this stuff. But once you get into the second part, the dude who was the person who was sent to kill Carol, he was like, bro, they paid me to kill Joe. He said that, and the man's still in jail.
Bro,
it's crazy.
But see, that's the thing with the feds. The feds, when they come to get
they
you, they gonna make it stick.
It's not gonna. It don't matter. The person who did it could tell them I did it, and you staying in jail.
Just like with 6ix9ine, when he literally said on camera, "I'll pay you $20 to go shoot such and such person."
They not finna lose. They not finna mess up their conviction rate.
No,
for nobody. It don't matter.
But put it like this, boy, if you escape from the feds, you need to go somewhere else.
But I'm moving countries.
Yeah, I'm
off of Tiger King. Anything else you watched or seen? I just finished You season 3.
What's the thing? Super Crooks.
Super Crooks. I haven't seen it.
It's on Netflix.
I gotta check
it's
it out.
another. It's
I
about
thought you was talking about Army of Thieves.
Jupiter's Legacy. It's a playoff for Jupiter's Legacy.
Okay. I gotta watch that then. But
Army of Thieves 2 was phenomenal
because that's a prequel to Army of the Dead. I noticed that today and I was gonna watch it, but I was like, that dude.
Watch it.
His character in Army of the Dead wasn't that interesting.
It's good.
Right,
you gotta watch it.
Write it down. I'm take your word for it.
You gotta watch it.
I just finished You season 3. The dude who's a stalker who and just be going around killing people for no reason. Yeah,
you are married.
It's funny because he was married in the show too, but it's not as suspenseful as season 2 because you can kind of tell what's gonna happen if you're used to the show. But it's just funny how like I knew the ending was going to end how it did. And I don't know if anybody's watched the whole thing yet, but if you haven't, spoiler alert, somebody ends up dying at the end, and I knew what was going to happen. I was like, somebody got to go. Somebody got to go.
So he's married. If someone would like to come over here and with me to Walmart, I will get all the snacks you like. I'll get that fleece blanket, and we could cuddle up and we could watch these shows together as well.
Yeah, I get it. But see, that's the misconception. I work from home. My wife at work all day. I'm with the baby. So
so she does fuss at you.
No, she don't. Because she don't like watching shit. She like to sit on her. She 26. She like to sit on her phone, play on social media and TikTok. I ain't got time for that shit.
TikTok.
I mean,
at
honestly,
26,
TikTok is very educational. Let it be known. Truth be told, you can find it's rabbit holes on there about everything, bro. Like I'm talking about origin stories to the planet to cookbooks. There's everything on TikTok. So some of the stuff is not just bullshit, and it's actually like informational, which is kind of cool. But you got to actually like research
sift through it
because you don't know if you're just getting a conspiracy theorist talking out of a bunker somewhere. But it's pretty dope. But it's aggravating to me. I just can't. I don't have the attention span to sit there.
I'm right there with you. Like
at 26, I was 4 years into my professional career, and I think I was divorced.
Okay, at 26,
and social media wasn't as big.
Yeah, I'm right there with you. Minus the divorce. Like I knew I was. I found my first gray hair at 26, 25, and like I remember vividly one night. I'm like, "Yo, boy, we finna go out." It was 9 o'clock. I fell asleep. I woke up at 1. I was like, I'm old.
Yeah. That first time when that happened, you know it's a wrap, boy.
Yeah.
It's a wrap. Or when you go out and you hit one of them, it's like, oh. And it's 10:30. You like, damn.
Exactly. I'm
still pregame and I'm tired already.
I'm supposed to be doing savage things.
Yeah, man. It's once you hit that threshold. But I mean, if you have a good run in your college career, that 4 to 6 year span, depending on your major, I know I did a 4 flat. My major wasn't that difficult. Business, sometimes law school, obviously. Medical is going to take you a little longer. But in that little 4 to 6, 7 year window, if you have a good run, the club is played out by the time you get older.
I can say I had a decade of destruction. Yeah. Decade of destruction.
Hey, man. There's nothing wrong with that.
But at 28, that's when 26, really, that's when I was like, man, I can't pull an all-nighter and then try and go to work. I am going to crash.
Oh, that's hard, boy.
Those days
I regretted
are done.
working Black Friday when I had to wake up at 6:30 to get there by 9 because of traffic.
And that's the horrible part.
But anyway.
Because now that's the older stuff that you do.
Yeah.
You pick your job around how far is away from your home.
Oh, definitely. Everything is about distance now.
Yeah, exactly.
Especially with gas at $4, man.
People gonna give him blowjobs for a full tank.
Dog, I'm about to go buy a Tesla. I ain't got nowhere to plug that bitch in, but I'm gonna find somewhere to. Cause dog, it takes like $55 to fill up my car. I never put that much gas in my car. It's
like 44 for the Beetle.
That's nuts.
And for my Caprice, I don't even want to talk about it. Cause it holds 20 gallons.
My shit holds 16.
And it's a V8 engine, bro.
I got a V6, so I'm close.
Yeah, I gotta buy
But I got
97?
front wheel drive, so it's already gonna be more gas for me just because. But yeah, and I got the what's the thing called? I can put flex fuel in my car. It still cost me about $45. So anyway, that was the last new thing that I watched. Season 3. I finished that. That was pretty dope. If you haven't watched it, check it out. But you got anything else? You got any shout outs?
I like to give a shout out to Hip Hop Crab.
Okay. Don't spoil it yet.
Okay, all right. I won't say nothing about it.
But just say we might have something cool coming.
Yeah, we might have a cool collaboration coming. The 4th, I am supposed to be doing a video. I got the itinerary here.
Video? What kind of video?
We will find out. It's not the softcore variety. It is Is
it rated PG-13, rated G, rated R, rated X?
I just know I have the itinerary here.
This man finna be on somebody OnlyFans clapping cheeks. Let me stop.
And they're like,
oh snap! Oh, you talking about like a photo shoot?
I don't know if it's a photo shoot.
This look like the modeling agency, something like that.
Yeah.
That's what's up, man. I mean, hey, you're sharp. You might be a GQ Man of the Year one day. You never know.
If that's the case, we're going to get this money.
Hey, as long as there ain't no sheepskin condoms involved, then we all right.
Hi, this is Jamal Peterson from the Sophisticated Ignorance Podcast.
Live on the air.
and we were talking about cancel culture. Yeah. All right. Yeah.
I asked Corey to bring the cord, but he never brought it, so we can't hear.
Yeah. So we were telling people that cancel culture, or we were thinking about it, that it's not a real thing. Does it exist?
If there's monetary losses, then it
Yeah.
exists.
That's the consensus.
All right. So that was a consensus. But do you think we canceled R. Kelly?
No, unfortunately.
I'm right there.
Robert, but not R. Kelly.
Yeah.
R. Kelly made all them hits.
Yeah, that's the
So,
consensus.
I mean, unfortunately, we're tied to him because we have memories associated. There's a lot of nostalgia associated with it. I don't know.
You got me twisted. Honey Love, Step in the Name of Love, 12 Play. It goes on. He's been.
How many artists did he write for?
Exactly.
That's a lot.
Yeah, look, if he did a versus, I don't know anyone living other than maybe Stevie Wonder, maybe Ron Isley, but other than that,
and he wrote for Ron.
Yes, so it's gonna be hard pressed to step in the name of love.
Yeah, man. Yeah. We about to wrap up, so
it's sad because all the things that happen, but we are part of that problem too.
Definitely,
we allowed a lot of those things to happen too.
Exactly, because it's culturally. Because we were talking about that earlier, and I even brought up a family member with that. Uncle such and such was messing with such and such, and I'm like, you know what I mean? So we move the field goal post for people that we love or we're tied to.
That definitely
Very
happens.
much so.
The field goal post, the goal post constantly gets moved.
Yeah,
I haven't listened to an R. Kelly song in a while.
Same.
But I'm telling you, I was R. Kelly fan.
I can't sleep, baby.
Yeah.
I'm gonna mute you.
Goodness.
I can't eat, baby. This is a woman's word.
Said he was dyslexic.
Oh, wow.
And he wrote those songs.
Fantasia was dyslexic too.
Fantasia had a chubby mouth.
Shut up, man. Hey,
but
let's
you
get
just
on.
think about it. This man. The sad part is all his hard work, dedication is swallowed by the situation that he's in. And like I said, I don't condone the behavior.
No, I do not.
Hey, some good music though.
Yeah.
I mean, that's the sad part.
That's the hard part.
You think we should buy his catalog?
You goddamn right. We sell that shit NFTs and everything else.
Look, and wait about 10, 15 years after he gone. Reach to this.
I'm not mad at it. I mean, unfortunately, that's just what you can do.
Yeah.
And someone will buy it.
Oh, you better believe it.
Martin Scarelli waiting.
Probably be someone.
He waiting. He waiting.
My dog said Martin Scarelli is waiting.
He
Ain't
waiting.
his ass in prison?
Yeah, he waiting.
Oh,
He gonna sell the Wu-Tang album to buy R. Kelly catalog.
Hey, that's what's going to happen.
It'll be someone that we say cannot stand him and have pure disdain for him, but they will profit off of him.
Yeah.
That's
Hey, that's America. What you said, capitalism?
Yeah.
The Wu-Tang album?
Yeah, that's
Martin
what I'm talking
Scarelli.
about.
Oh, man, but he was jacking up the prices on some pharmaceuticals, too.
Yeah, the
AIDS medicine.
HIV medicine. He just charged $500 a pill.
That's why he's struggling right now. You can't do that kind of stuff.
Oh, that karma bit him in the ass.
A no good bitch.
That's all he is.
I don't know, man. That's some heaviness right there. I wonder with this cancel. I mean, will it really work?
No.
Okay, Dave Chappelle, did he get canceled?
Nope.
Nope.
We touched on that. He did not get canceled at all.
Ever.
He did. But you know what? I think when he lost himself, he was not part of the culture anymore.
Because he's the same man that walked away from $50 million, and I brought that point up too. And
I think black folks would call him sanctified.
also with that, your guy, what's the guy name? Don Imus, he didn't get canceled.
Well, what black people really knew who he was?
Yeah, but that's different though.
He was all white, even though them nappy-headed hoes was black.
Yes.
Lord forgive me. And if anybody knows what we talking about,
It is,
don't
though,
cancel
too.
me. but not many people know who it
One
is.
of us.
Yeah, he
Yeah.
heard that from.
He probably heard it from them.
exactly.
But it's certain things that you can't say if you're not a part of the culture. That should be that's a cardinal rule.
Some people get too comfortable when they get that invite to the picnic.
I don't think he got an invite. I just think he overheard something and thought it was cool to say.
I equate him to being that white female teacher that's around it, who has to be immersed in it.
Mm-hmm.
It's on her, but it's not in her. So that's what I equate that to. Or like the gay guy that's sassy because he's been hanging around black women.
Yeah. I got you. Who would take all the mannerisms, but none of the you don't gotta take none of the consequences.
All right.
Yeah, you gotta be careful holding that to the barbecue.
This is true. Well, we finna wrap this thing up. You got any shout outs? All right, then.
Say shout out to you for answering the phone.
Exactly. All right. Shout out to people who make turtlenecks and still wear them, too. Without that, no.
What, you got a gray one?
Yeah, I got a gray one.
That's fire.
With a blue suit? That look good.
Yeah, thank you.
I mean, my dog, he's sharp.
I got a little razzle dazzle. Chris, any shout outs?
Yeah, man. I want to shout out to again Corey in the Bigger Than You Foundation. It's definitely, like I said earlier, we had our first annual turkey drive.
Yep.
More things coming. We're currently actively, actually, as of today, starting our socks and coats drive for the winter that's coming up. I believe we may be doing something around Christmas time. I'm not 100% sure. I know for a fact we're going to be in the MLK parade January.
Definitely.
And also got another cool program starting in January, but I'll wait for more information to come out for that. And I wanted to give a shout out to a BCU alum, South Beach She and Soul Venture. He makes some dope shorts. So any Cookman alumni who want to support a black brother doing this thing, you can find them on IG at Soul Ventures. That's SOLEVENTURE. Yeah. And that's about it, man. So y'all know each and every Wednesday we try to be in your phone, try to be in your ear. Thank y'all for subscribing to our Twitter, our YouTube, Facebook. Follow us on Instagram, all that good stuff. Each and every Wednesday, like I said, we back in the classroom, kicking in content. And until next time, peace.